morning, Lisa with Divine Empathic Tarot. So the vision that I got from Spirit is it's time to inherit the wisdom from the past for the future. So basically learning from your past to have this better future, okay? And remind yourself that these are lessons to get you to your higher self. And it's time to release the burdens from the past and that fear and let love fly freely. So the picture that Spirit gave me and the divine and the angels was that you're basically holding on to the past and you're not going back to look at it. And if you do, you're staying there. The Spirit team doesn't want you to do that. Your angels are trying to give you signs, and your Spirit team is trying to guide you to show you that they want you to go back to the past to learn from it, but they don't want you to stay there. So basically, this inheritance of learning from the past and inheriting wisdom from the future is to help you in your new relationships, so you can get to that ultimate love relationship, okay? And then Spirit wants you to release the burdens of the past and let love fly freely. And then the symbol of a bird is what I'm seeing. So whenever you see that bird flying freely, just remember, if you're in your head, let go of the past. Don't hold on to the past. You can't take it out on another person for what happened in your past. Spirit just wants you to learn from it so you can have a better relationship and get to where you're supposed to be in life with that ultimate person that you're destined for, okay? Next I have tolerance. Learn tolerance and love to smooth the imperfection, okay? And this is from my new love deck. And vows. Vows are the bridges to the heart is what I'm getting with this, okay? Healing heart. Healing the heart begins with forgiveness. And Spirit saying the only way to be able to truly move on from the past is you have to forgive. And you also have to forgive yourself. Compromise. Learn the art of compromise in relationships. And I'm hearing Spirit, especially meeting each other halfway. And strive for harmony, even in the midst of the storms. So it's okay to not always be right and just be happy. Transformation. Turn conflicts into opportunities for growth, fueling, and this amazing journey together. And then be each other's mediator, balancing the scales of emotion. Okay, that was another thing that Spirit gave me in my channeling. And then commitment is the line drawn in the future and painted with trust. You have to learn to trust again. So being open to the love, okay? And then gratitude. Be grateful for every shared moment. Live in the moment every time and just be grateful for each day. And then to be able to repair the relationship, you have to carefully mend the cracks in the relationship so you can restore its past beauty, is what I'm getting with this. And it's just like repairing a vase, the beauty of that vase and putting in those flowers. That's how your relationship is going to grow. You have to repair the cracks of the relationships and then be able to see it blossom. But to do that, you got to meet your person halfway. And it all begins with forgiveness and letting go of the past and just learning from the mistakes to help you grow into this new relationship, okay? And in regards to new, Spirit wants me to make sure to, bring this to your attention. Not necessarily has to be a new relationship, period. It can also be a rekindling of a flame and working on what you're going through, and it be a new stage for that relationship of somebody coming back, realizing they're the one for you, okay? And as a confirmation, the next card I get is revival. Revival of the relationship brings deeper understanding and love. So a lot of times you hear the phrase, if they come back, it's meant to be. Let them go. If they come back, it's meant to be. Okay? And Spirit's telling me that's what this is. So it's realizing that you're meant for each other and realizing that this person's your true love and you want to work through all the ups and downs with them because you love them fully. And it's not pity love. It's ultimate true love. Okay? And then symbiosis. You got to be able to depend on each other. So I'm seeing there's some of you out there among my collective that have lost that trust in depending on one another. Okay? Well, Spirit wants you to rebuild that and use symbiosis. Depend on each other. Growing together in a unique rhythm of unity. Okay? And by doing this, it's going to help rebuild that trust. But you have to start small and then build up, okay? One day at a time. Sometimes you can do it 1 hour at a time. One thing at a time. Maybe you say, let's meet at this place at this time. Maybe you trust your partner with a secret, or something even more serious, with the bank account and taking over the finances, what I'm hearing from Spirit. But you got to start somewhere, especially if you want to rekindle that relationship. And I'm hearing from Spirit if the financial trust was the big issue. And in a lot of relationships, one of the big things is finances and being able to trust each other with financials, okay? Next, I hear spark. Ignite the spark of love, keeping passion alive in every day. So with this, Spirit's just reminding you to live every day to the fullest, And anytime you have that disagreement with your loved one, remember how you met. Remember the spark is what I'm hearing from Spirit. And that'll help bring everything flooding back. And then memory, treasure every shared moment, shining like jewels. And what I'm hearing from Spirit with this is don't take anything for granted, okay? Everything is special in life if you see it that way. And everything is a lesson if you see it that way, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. But if you start to see things negatively, that's what you're going to hold on to, and then everything turns out negatively. But if you look at it as a lesson, getting to that ultimate relationship you're supposed to be and destined to be with, that keeps you in the positive light, okay? So just remember the spark. And then shield, find protection and love. Be each other's shield is what I'm hearing with this one, okay? And what Spirit's saying about that is, remember how safe you felt with that person. And then if they're new, think about how safe they make you feel. Build that protection that you can trust one another and you can be there for one another and pick each other up when you're down, okay? And just remember to be there for your significant other, guy or girl, just the way your partner's there for you. Spirit's saying, remember to meet each other halfway so they know they have that protection of shield from you, okay? And then finally, I have recommitment. Reaffirming your commitment after trials, proving your love's resistance and true love for one another, okay? Just reminding each other, having those conversations every now and then of all those trials and tribulations you've been through, and look at where it's brought you today. And sometimes just like recommitting to each other and redoing your vows is a great way to start. I love you. I hope this helps who this is for.